Hello, hello. Where everybody at? Shout out to all of my Americans. The red, white, and blue. Where y'all at in America, honey? Y'all up? You better come get this live. Come on, get this live. Come on, get this live. Hey, come on, get this live. Shout out to your home soul, baby. Shout out to City of Nia. Hey, y'all. How are you doing? Look, only my friends, the people I follow, can say something to me. Shout out to Brandon. Hey, Brandon, y'all got y'all Scorpio friends holding you down. I sure do. I love my Scorpios. I love my water signs. Hey, Rob, Mass, Patrick, Bobby. Good to see. I'm calling y'all by name. I'm calling y'all by name because I know y'all asses ain't safe in America. Grady. Okay. Shout out to everybody joining me. I want to just piggyback on a topic that I started on TikTok. Are y'all following me on TikTok? If you're not, go follow me on TikTok. My comments are actually open over on TikTok, okay? I'm trying something. I'm testing the waters again because I don't really be wanting my comment sections open like that because it be loud. It's too much. But today I want to do a Q&A for you guys, like a 5-10 minute Q&A. Send me a DM because any other time I really don't like DMs, but definitely send me a DM of any question. Like I get the same questions a lot. Some of them I answer so much. I'm like, damn, wow, this is going to be a thing with Americans. But that comment about, is it safe? I love to talk about that, y'all, because I know we don't know nothing about living in peace. We don't know nothing about it. So when people ask me, is it safe in Ghana? I be like, girl, can we talk facts? Before I left, I had real anxiety issues living in America, like 2020, 2019, not George Wallace, but I can't even remember his name. Floyd, you know what I'm trying to say. George Floyd, that whole thing, girl, had my nerves bad. And just America in general. So it's just so much I don't miss about the culture. But I want to circle back around to that because the part about culture is important. Because first off, the culture of Americans, I feel more unsafe around Americans than I do anybody. Let's just really be honest. Americans and Africans, indigenous people, when you get to developing countries and stuff like that, but let's just say particularly here in Ghana, the way people act, the way the culture is, the way y'all act a fool over there in the States, ready to pop off at anything that ain't going your way, fights breaking out. Like, can you see yourselves? The people alone are insane and nuts, entitled, crazy. Your kids are unsafe. Your kids are violent. The men are violent. Like, don't come to me asking me about, is Africa safe? Girl, we really need to start putting a cap on how many Americans we help to get over here to relocate. Because I know with more Americans that come over here, the crime rate's going to go up. Because it's shifting the culture of people. Can we let that sink in for a second while I take a sip? I'm more scared of American culture being ingrained or, coming into the society and stuff like that. Like, girl, no. Let's not. I haven't had to worry about being racially profiled here. That's something that you have to worry about in America. If you get pulled over by the cops, like it was in Mike Epps' comedy bit where he was saying when a black man's pulled over by the cops and a white man's pulled over by the cops, white man get pulled over by the cops, he's like, what the hell is the meaning of this? I mean, he get out and confront the officer, okay? When a black man gets pulled over by the cops, he call his mom and be like, mama, they about to get me. Even though it was funny, it's so fucked up that that's our reality. Like, it's a chance that you're going to have some sort of police brutality. You're going to be roughed up. It's going to be a very bad experience if you black and you get pulled over. Now, they have it with Trump era. I don't even keep up with the news. I just try to get the little pieces I can and share it with you. But they just making it, okay to just round people up, claim that they're in organizations, you know what I mean? That's for people that are immigrants, but for people that are regular Americans, that all the cops have been deputized and no impunity, no consequences are gonna have. They're not gonna have any consequences when they kill people. When they show up at their door, if you call the police and one of the policemen feel like you're just being a threat and you're resisting the law and they kill you, all the singing and praying and marching you want to do over there, What has it done? Like, that's when I knew I had to get my black ass out, because y'all ain't gonna do shit. It's too many people that can just get caught up just on some fuck shit. Just being black. To the point where you feel like, I mean, you know, the victim blaming is real. It is so real. So, I don't know, y'all. Like, I think it's a psychosis and, you know, cognitive dissonance to always have so much information. You got it in your face. You know what you're up against, but you still don't think that it's nowhere safer than America. That means you haven't traveled. You're talking to an ex-flight attendant here. Somebody that's well-traveled, well-read. A lot of you have not even been on a plane. That scares me. I had somebody write my website. Go visit my website. Thank you guys for those that have joined, subscribed, and become members. Go to the website. But I had somebody say, I've never been on a plane before. So your state of consciousness is very, very limited. So you don't know anything but America. You know what I'm saying? So I always feel like I'm flashing people below because, child, I sure be naked. But I know it's not showing anything. But anyway, you haven't traveled and you don't think that there's any other place but America. And that is so far from the truth, y'all. Like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. This is the people I got to deal with. Like, at this point, honestly, like, babe, it's okay. You don't have to try to come to Africa. I'm not here to try to convince people to come to Africa. I'm not. I'm just telling you what time it is over here versus over there. Girl, if you wondering about the bars on the windows, they just got outdated ADT security systems. Like, it's a primitive culture. They hate that word. Like, but some people use it. Like, it's very outdated here. They're very outdated, antiquated systems here. And bars on windows is just one of them. But houses that you get built, it's not all on all real estate, though. It's not bars on every house. Like, girl, I don't give a damn about these bars on windows like that. Like, y'all be tripping. We can have bars on windows all day long. But I would never have to worry about getting pulled over by the cops. Like, they could stand to have more laws here, actually. You can get away with doing too much shit here. And I don't want to say nothing. But that's why a lot of y'all thugs and criminals trying to come over here. Because it's a black privilege here. Where do you have black privilege in America? I know when I go somewhere, girl, it's like Steve Harvey said, when you know you got money, when you belong to a certain class and a certain group. I mean, I don't like to say this out loud, but when you belong to a certain class, it's an economic thing. Girl, when you go in a store, like Steve Harvey said, you can just say, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Everywhere I go, I can afford to be there. I'm in a certain economic bracket here. Now, back in the States, I was just a regular nigga struggling, scratching, not surviving, good time. Like, girl, okay, the broke bitch express is where a lot of you are right now in America. Like, girl, no ma'am. But over here, I'm like, oh my God, Africa really was for black people that have a wealthy consciousness, a wealthy spirit. Girl, the real estate is cheap. The land is cheap. The clothes is cheap. You feel like you can go and like afford everything. You get a little damn attitude and shit. Girl, I'm about to change my braids because this shit is cheap. I can afford everything. This was the level of the board game for black people that have just been scratching and surviving too long. They done did us wrong in the States. I just feel like Africa was that level up for us that God and the ancestors had for us. It's not for everybody. I'm really not trying to convince you to be here and, you know, use my relocation service. Like, girl, I don't have to do that. It's 54 countries over here, by the way. Ghana's not the only one that is good. It's a good look for black people, and you could experience a lot of these same privileges and safety. But just in particular, talking about safety, like, I've never felt safer anywhere else. Like, I know y'all don't know what that's like. Like, Suge Avery and Celia was having a conversation, and she realized Celia ain't never felt love. Mr. just been doing his business on top of her so she could say amen. So she knows she never made love with a man before in that scene. So when y'all talk to me about is it safe, you come from such an abusive situation. I'm like, oh, baby, you still a virgin. That's what you still a virgin. You still a virgin. You don't know what it's like to actually feel love, to feel safety, to feel peace. You don't know what it's like. And I get that. But for me, being here since 2023 and coming from America, all the gunshots, the violence, the crazy ass Americans that I had to live around, like, I wouldn't even trade it for anything. I just wouldn't. Like, it's very quiet. And I'm serious. Like, I don't really want to give the impression that this place is open for everybody, because as far as my relocation service is concerned, I only want the best blacks here. In my book I talk about the brilliant and 3 types of black people. It's the brilliant, basic, and brain dead. I don't want brain dead black people over here. It's not for brain dead black people. It's for people that are builders, business owners, people that are here to employ, people that have a completely different consciousness and mindset that belong here. Hood guys, ratchet bitches, that ratchet low vibrational culture, it doesn't belong here. If you got a criminal past and all that stuff, and it's set up to where if it's going to filter out who it needs to filter out, economically alone. I'm not here for the broke people that's got 20 cents to rub together. I ain't got no money, but I got to get to Africa. No, you don't. How you going to get to Africa? With what relocation service? You can get here by yourself, but don't come to my website asking for free services and all that shit. No, I run a real business, just like Harriet Tubman did. You know what I'm saying? I know Harriet, they was giving her some money for her services, but you're not fixing to waste my time. Talking about you broke and stuff. So it's natural selection of who can even get over here. So thank God it's already shaking out the people that don't need to be over here, just on money alone. On money alone. Then when we talk about character, when it comes to the Right of Abode program, there are certain qualifications for the Right of Abode program, and one of them that had y'all in a chokehold, and it shook out all of the thugs and the criminals and the low vibrational black people, niggas. I'm gonna say niggas because, like Chris Rock said, it's a difference between black people and niggas. For the niggas that know they got a record and stuff, and they like, well, do I qualify? Not for my services. No, you do not. No, you do not qualify. So if you one of those low vibrational DMX hood niggas that's got a past and I'm a roughneck, like, girl, no. Absolutely not. We don't need that shit over here. That needs to die over in America, and you should have chose better. So, like I say, like y'all like to tell the black single mothers, choose better. You should have chose better. And I'll tell all the niggas that's got a criminal record, and all the ratchet women too, you should have chose better. But particularly for the niggas, the ones that really can make a place unsafe. Let's be real. Let's not play. That's when I get nervous. I'm only nervous around Americans and certain group of black Americans. So I only start to think about my safety when I know I have to come around them, which is why I have a policy now. I'm trying to get better about it. Maybe God will change my heart. But even the people that I help relocate, none of them have met me. Love y'all. I can serve the people and protect myself. I'm doing my work my ancestors have called me to do, but I know in my mind there's so much trauma I've experienced around black Americans. I'm okay with just giving you the service and not being around, because I know that energetically they're very volatile, they're very violent people, and they like to make up shit. And I already live in a world where I've had complex trauma, by black people already, okay? American black people, I'm serious. You talking about it's gonna save? Y'all want to keep asking me it's gonna save. Gonna save, but we need to keep the people that make me feel unsafe out. I haven't felt unsafe here. The only times I feel unsafe is when I'm around certain groups of people. And certain energies. People are very simple here. They're very simple. Their vibration is on a whole nother thing. And that's why you can you can relax here. But the more of y'all coming from that anger energy, that angry, crazy, you still not at peace. So when you come to a place that's peaceful, you bring all the hell with you. I've seen it. The people that's on my team that help y'all relocate here, they tell me about y'all personalities, and each time they tell me about it, I'm like, yep, I'm so glad I didn't meet them. Y'all, a lot of y'all got mental issues that are undiagnosed. Very unsafe people. So you want to talk about it's gonna safe. Girl, I think it's safe, but the more, volatile people, Americans, we let in that's got that vibration, that's what's gonna make it unsafe. The more and more we see people relocate here, honey, the crime rate's about to go up. They fine now, but they're going to go up because the society's going to shift because of so many Americans coming here. And I know that for a fact, okay? So no, Ghana is a place, don't sully the culture with all of your hell that you bringing with you is my biggest piece of advice. Let me see if any of y'all, I don't know if y'all, send me a question if you guys have any questions. If it's some stupid ass shit, I'm blocking you immediately. But go follow me on TikTok. My comment section is open there. I keep my comments closed here. I don't want to curate craziness all day long with black people that are insane, undiagnosed, hating, jealous. I don't do that. I like peace and quiet. But my TikTok is smaller. It's a smaller audience. And TikTok community is it's a different vibration over on TikTok. Instagram, it's a lot of people that's monitoring spirits. Girl, it's just a different culture. And from Instagram to Facebook to TikTok, if you know, I know, you know. Let me see. Some of y'all, if you've tried to message me before, you may not be able to message me again, just depending. But my comment section is open on TikTok, so you can definitely go over there. I'm trying to build my little page out. But for everybody that does have questions, be sure to set up a session. It's 60 minutes or a 90-minute session. I don't talk to anybody for free, so people that's trying to access me through DM, email, trying to do one-on-one, I limit and restrict the type of contact I have with people's energies and vibrations, because a lot of people crazy going through stuff out there. Like, girl, I don't welcome all of that. I do protect my peace. Okay? But other than that, I do invite you guys to go to my website. If you do have services that you're in need of, like travel services, if you're a member already, you pay a monthly, or you can do it annually. And that gives you access to everything from housing, the Department and Home Finder service, to memberships that include helping you set your business up here. So if you need to ask for any of those services, you can send an email. You have access. Access is everything. If you don't have a covering, a community, and some type of organization that you belong to that can help you get the things that you need, in this case, it's relocation to Ghana. All of that entails from visa, residency, citizenship, flying here, finding housing here, as well as setting up your business here, buying land. If you don't have an organization or some type of program that paves the way and helps you navigate that, you're kind of stuck doing it on your own. And so that's where GTFOA comes in. So with our membership, you get access to all those things. Just because you pay $29.99 a month, that doesn't mean that you automatically get a relocation service package. Okay, so it does give you access to the team, the resources. You can send us a message anytime. You get a ton of ebooks, a lot of resources that help you even, make money, help you learn where the remote jobs are, help you buy land. So it's a lot that you do get with membership, because we've loaded it up that way. And we have over 100 ebooks and resources that will help you even plan for the trip, even helping yourself get economically empowered. It's a lot of financial literacy in there as well. I'm going to start doing exclusive video content for members only, since I do have my actual website, getthefuckoutofamerica.com. Go visit it. So you're going to actually see some real exclusive content over there, because it's so much restrictions on Instagram, Facebook, and it's just great to own your own platform like I do now. So yay, I'm glad I have that here. And I am still on TikTok. I do like my TikTok community, because I'm going to be doing a lot of different types of content. But that's a question I get often. I get asked that a lot around safety. And if that's something you're considering, please know I'm not pushing you to be here in Africa. I'm really not. Girl, you need to try everywhere, see what speaks to you. And I don't really get anything out of twisting your arm to choose Ghana. Like, no, like if it's for you, it's for you. So you're going to naturally flow where you need to be. Just be in alignment. You don't have to push. I believe in things happening organically. So if this is the right move for you, great. If you need help relocating, go to the website. But to talk one-on-one, we do have that availability. You can talk with myself or our visa advisor. We have someone, Coach Osafo. He's one of the grounds operations manager. He helps everybody around the visas, the residency, and anything you want to learn around tours. But we also have virtual assistants, people that work day and night, 24 hours. That is not me. So when you go to the site, it's either AI or virtual assistant, okay? You are not talking to art. I'm not in contact with anyone until you actually book a session with me. Please know that. Please know that. Like, people really, I understand what protection really means. I'm behind a huge motherfucking paywall. So even when it comes to my DMs, if I don't invite you in my DMs, even members, they don't have access to my DMs. I don't talk to everybody like that, okay? I really like to live a quiet, peaceful life. Can I say quiet again? So it's headphones on for me when I have my comments off. I have my comments on TikTok. and certain posts where I'm kind of like, more recent posts, I'm definitely opening up my comment section and stuff. So I think that's kind of cool. But other than that, I definitely welcome you guys to be a part of a private community where you can get actual services if you can afford to relocate. If you don't have a cool 5 to 10 grand for the relocation, like, don't even come my way. And that's including your flight. Okay, so for my services, the membership, buying your ticket, and getting housing over here, if you don't have around 5 to 10 grand that you can find for that, relocation is not for you. 5 to 10 grand is which at least. If you only have like $100 some dollars, like that it's not it, boo. And I'm definitely not your girl. Okay, so it's for a certain clientele, and it's definitely for a certain type of black person that's brilliant. It's 3 types of black people. I said in my book, it's the brilliant, basic, and brain, that I've been saying this for years. And so I only resonate with a certain group. So I know I look like a regular black girl from around the way, but the low vibrational, ignorant people, what is this, a scam? Girl, get your dumb ass on. We're not doing that. I know you mad that I have a business. You think that everything I do should be for free. We're not doing any of that over here. You don't access any of my services for free. You don't get to come over here and be mad that there is a charge. Like that low vibrational black part of the spectrum, we're not doing any of that. This is high vibrational people on up, okay? And definitely the people that are building wealth and are wealth minded, okay? So other than that, that's all I got for you right now. Again, go to my TikTok. Thank you guys for following me on Instagram. YouTube is cool. I don't put a lot of energy into it. A lot of work I do is offline too, because I think that's a flex, a real wealth flex. You have wealth of your time. Sorry, that was a gross cough. But I'm cleansing, okay? It's a lot of phlegm that comes up. But you have wealth of your time, and you have wealth of resources and what you can do and what you can say no to or yes to. So, and where I put my energy, that's real wealth for me. So I hope y'all got something out of this. For the ladies that's got questions, and men that are respectful that have questions, we doing black people, not niggas. Let's see if somebody oh Lord. Girl, let's see if I have a question. One of them are, I want to open a man. Okay, so go to my website for the person that wants to know if they're open to ministry over there. I am not a religious person. That doesn't do any, it doesn't move me like that. But if you want to have charitable organizations, yes, Ghana's great for that. Okay. Personally, don't come over here with that weird shit though. I look at all pastors and organizations very weird when they come over to Africa. I'm being honest. A lot of people don't have good intentions. So it doesn't move me that somebody's wanting to be in ministry and all that type of stuff. And I got money to invest. Everybody say they got money to invest. And that's great. That's great. But make sure your intentions are pure. That manipulative, Americanized ministry shit and hustle, leave that over there. Leave that over there. I'm too woke for the bullshit. And I hope you're not mad. If you are, I don't give a fuck, really. But I'm just saying, when I see Deliverance Church, I'd be like, oh, Lord. Come on, you tell me you got 100 grand. Okay. Okay, girl. Set up a session. You got 100 grand, but let's set up a session and talk about it. They ain't got 100 nothing. So I appreciate you. Thank you and everything, girl. But Ghana, it brings a lot of bullshit out of people, too. A lot of people start hollering about what they want to do and how they want to invest and stuff like that. But please don't be another corrupt organization. There's a lot of ministries over here that are very corrupt and that are abusing people. They're abusing people. Thank you. Okay? I ain't trying to argue. It's just that I've seen so much BS here. And thank you for your response. It's very respectful. I've seen so much BS here. I've seen it already. It's a lot I don't say. Africans get abused a lot with that ministry hustle shit. Okay? So just go to my website. I'm going to restrict you now because I don't, like I said, I don't want no back and forth unless we actually going to talk in a session. It's too many people in my inbox for that. So thank you for your question. So go. If you want to talk, I have it set up for you on the website. I'll remember your name or whatever, but I'm not going to be the one talking to you. Okay, so it's not no back and forth. It is a real website where it's virtual assistants, AI. You're going to go through the proper channels. If you really want to have a conversation, it's very easy. You can set up a time to talk, okay? All right, Mr. 100 Grand. So thank you for that question. And just piggybacking on that with the safety. I have seen things here, and just like I said, with ministries in America and all that type of crap, people, I like to see what your energy is like and who you are, what your character is. It's a lot of misogyny and a lot of spiritual abuse going on in churches and ministries. And like I've seen in the past in other West African countries, if you know, you know, I sparked a whole revolution because I couldn't not speak up for children that I saw abused. And that stuff is normalized and okay in a lot of developing countries. So the American ministries know that, and just people that's natural hustlers know that. They come to countries that are not, that don't have as much safety and precautions and Africans, and they will abuse that naturally accepting energy and trait that Africans have. They will abuse that. I've seen it done too many times. And myself, if you have money to invest in businesses, come over here, invest in a business, start your business. It's very easy to make a direct impact in the culture, even as a resident, because you'll just naturally employ around 4 to 5 people and change their life and give people jobs because of the things and the help that you'll need to have by living here. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. But if you want to set up a time to talk, please let's do that. I do not like people in my DMs. And I know that when they look at it and they still come in my DMs, it's some broke shit. Like I've already said, that is not the way to access me, my time, or my mind. Because the attention is where the value is. I don't give my attention to everything. I like to sleep a lot during the day. I sleep a lot. I get a lot of rest. I believe in skincare and hair care. All I want to do is live the soft life. So anything that makes me work too hard, I don't like it. I'm finally at the point going into my 50s. Girl, if it's harsh, if it's not soft, if it's not nice, if it's not kind, I don't want it. And if it's mean and evil, I'm so clear about what that energy is. That's why I said Americans, and especially niggas, girl, that hostile fucking energy that y'all have and need to heal from, please leave me alone with it. I am so good on it. I appreciate African people's traits that are so different. This is such a simple culture. It is such a simple culture, and it's going at the pace that I like. They don't have the same trauma that the American Negro has. I don't find myself wanting to ever have energy around the regular nigga toxic black male. I don't. I'm woke to the point where my spirit is already been troubled by that. It's nasty, it's aggressive, it's mean, it's volatile, and it will be violent. And I know that. So if you talk about Ghana, I can tell you about the people and how it really feels to be here, but I can only tell you my experience. I only feel uncomfortable with certain groups of people, and it's not Africans. It's these folks, okay? So that's really what it is. People come with that religiosity shit. I already posted yesterday. I came from an evangelical, morbidly obese Christian family background. I'm hypersensitive to that type of shit. I'm hypersensitive to ignorant blacks or blacks that have ideologies and systems that are abusive. Christianity, misogyny, groups, like the same thing with the hoteps. I used to be Christian too. I used to be very hotep too. But when I see misogyny, abuse, all those things in the religion, in the organization, in the mindset, in the people, I'm out. I don't give a damn how many dashikis you got on, how Pan-African you say you are. I know the energy of anger now. I know the energy of hatred, and how most of those males, especially the dusties in certain groups, they have been socialized to hate me. And I know what love feels like. I've never felt more beautiful in my life over here in Ghana. It's no hatred for me like that. I'm sorry. Back over there in the States, y'all hate a sister. Y'all hate each other. I'm shining because I don't have to deal with that over here. Like the birds are singing. It's a beach not too far away. Like, girl, So all you can do is look at this through your eyes of trauma and your eyes of abuse, and ask the same questions over and over again. But if you have to ask, is this safe? All those questions from people that haven't traveled and don't already know. I don't really have time to really educate you like that on the ignorance. I don't. I don't. It's too ignorant to even address. It's like, this not for you. Go to Tulum, Mexico. Go to other places, do your own research, or just set up a real session in town where we can talk one-on-one. Because it just means you're behind on understanding Africa. Baby, it's been like this. So you don't get to come with attitudes acting like, well, what is it like this? And if it's got to be a scam, like, hold up, we don't need you over here, because I know you only understand abuse and you've only had abuse. If you think it's a scam, please stay the fuck where you at. Please stay where you at. If you worried about bars on windows in Africa, please stay where you at. It's not for you. You've missed it. It's missed you. It's not your vibration. It's not your frequency, okay? We do not force people to move to Ghana whatsoever. If anything, we have a very, very strict vetting process, because we like to choose better. We gonna choose better this time around for who we bring back to the ancestors' homeland. Because Marcus Garvey said that all niggas wasn't even of use in the States, and they won't be of use in Africa. So listen, he didn't say niggas, but he said black people. All black people weren't even useful in the States. So I know that to be a fact. So vet. It's only for the brilliant. It's not for the basic or the brain dead. Thank you guys for joining me. Follow me on TikTok. Go to getthefuckoutofamerica.com. Become a member and get access to all of those relocation resources, from flights, housing, travel, and more. See you soon.